Malawian President Peter Mutharika on Wednesday declared a state of national disaster due to food shortages caused by drought. It is the latest sign of alarm over a hunger crisis across southern Africa. I spoke with Malawi's ambassador to the U.S., Necton Mhura, and he detailed the effect of drought on his country.
The El Nino and that has affected Malawi and the rest of southern Africa indeed has damaged the production capacity, and there is hunger, and we need quite some degree of external support to ensure that our people are fed. But the country itself is doing quite a lot in order to ensure that there are not as many people that will go hungry. But having said that, the government has increased its efforts towards irrigation. There is a Green Belt initiative that is being utilized by government so that we can produce enough food throughout the year by growing crops several times in a year. Previously, there was just the Green Belt initiative, but now there is a particular institution that has been set up to oversee the Green Belt initiative, which again, going back to reforms, is one of the reforms that have been undertaken to ensure that there is a particular institution within the Malawi government set up that will be responsible for irrigation and the Green Belt.
Just a little bit more on agriculture. We know that many of the African countries really rely on small-scale farmers, real peasants, on feeding the population. But then you don't see as much attention being paid to those small-scale farmers. To what extent is Malawi trying to help these farmers, appreciate them, so that as they produce for themselves and for their neighbors and for the nation at large?
Several measures. One which has been unpopular historically is the farm input subsidy program, where the government provides some subsidy towards fertilizers and seed inputs. The government has intensified that. Additionally, the government is also intensifying extension programs to ensure that the productivity of the small-scale farmers is increased. These days, there is use of technology to ensure that they have access to information to ensure that their productivity is increased. Government also ensures that the price for the product that the farm products that they produce is reasonable enough to encourage the farmers to produce.
Not long ago, I think that you started experiencing an influx of migrants or refugees actually from Mozambique. How is that challenging your capacity to feed your people, but also to take care of those refugees?
It's not so much of a challenge. We believe that we are our brother's keeper. We've hosted refugees from Mozambique before, and therefore the facilities for hosting the refugees are there. Of course, it's come at a time when we are also having internal challenges, but the country is ready to host them. So far, there has not been any problems as far as I know. And with the assistance of our cooperating partners, we are able to accommodate them, and so far there have not been any difficulties in hosting our brothers next door from Mozambique.